Vinayaka, Vinayaka, Ninu Vina Brochuda. Vinayaka, Ninu Vina Brochuda. Vinayaka, Ninu Vina Brochuda. Vinayaka, Ninu Vina Brochuda. Raja Vinayaka Ninu Vina Brochudan Veravaru Vigna Raja Vinayaka.
I began dancing in Durban under Jayalakshmi Naidu, and I spent 13 years with Jayalakshmi. Surya Govindar, together with myself, Vaijayanti Mala, were the first ever graduates in this country. And I was still in grade 11 at the time when I had my Arangetram. She had a lot of faith in Surya and myself, and she said to us, she's going away to Canada and we must run the class for her at the Saiva Siddhanta Sangam. And we both ran the class. And then my parents said to me, you seem to be loving this so much. Wouldn't you like to go to India? And I said, yes, I would love that. Mm-hmm. And then I went to India, and I had a guru there. Unfortunately, that I only learned for 2 months with the guru and he passed on. And then I had to find another guru, M.B. Nagarajan of Adiyar. And I learned Bharatha Natya from him. Of course, it was a very difficult time. I basically stayed in a hostel, in a Carnatic Music College hostel. And how I really got in there was, they said, you have to play an instrument in order for you to come and stay here. So I joined the class and I started playing flute. Only did flute, and I was able to stay at the hostel. I had a male guru, so it wasn't very easy. And my guru was extremely strict. Dance room that we used to practice on was all cracked. My heels used to bleed. How hard it was. Take a bus, you worked in the morning for 5 hours. You went home, you rested for 2 hours, and you were back until 7 in the evening, every day. Your guru is first. Respect your guru, and I think you'll go a very long way, because Pregladan taught us this lesson as well. He said, you don't see your guru every day. But if you revere your guru, you will find that the knowledge just comes through to you. You just remember that. Just think about your guru, and you find you'll be able to do a new jati. I can do a new korre. You often told us this, and that is so true.
Can you tell us about this unique experience that you had teaching deaf students Bharatha Natya?
I was on the staff of Springfield College of Education as a librarian, and the entire staff was invited to do the course on sign language. For those that don't know, a lot of the mudras in Bharatha Natya is very much like deaf sign language. And that really appealed to me. Yes, it really appealed to me. So we had a concert at the end of the year. The deaf educator said to me, why don't you put something out? And I said, what must I do? She says, they learn by vibration. And I'm sure you could teach them something. Then I said, okay, let me try this. And I tried this. And I taught Bharatha Natya to the would-be teachers. And we put the music on, had to be on a very high volume. And by the vibrations and by following me by my hand gestures, they were able to follow the piece. And they did a complete Pushpanjali, which you would never believe. And we actually took that to the Heritage Day the very same year.
Tell us, how are you spending your time now?
Of course, I have 3 grandchildren, Aditya, Yara, and Mika. I don't know, they're the love of my life. And I've been involved with lots of cultural work and many, many organizations like the Natal Tamil Vedic Society, where I'm a trustee and a secretary for them. And then I'm on the board of governors for the Karvastan Temple as a PRO for the temple. And then I was very involved in the Eisteddford. Then there's many women's forums that I have joined. It's called Seroptimus International, a women's forum that come together to do work for girls, mainly girls below the age of 16, where we teach them about health and how they should carry themselves. And of course, how should they be at school, because they're going to a mixed school, and all of those things. And we try to put food parcels together for them and keep this going.
Are you currently still teaching students?
Yes, I have a school still. Yes, I have about 60 students still. But now I'm concentrating on doing individual tuition. I'm able to do for senior girls. So I'm doing a one-on-one.
About how many Arangetrams have you done?
I've done more than about 110 Arangetrams. And I used to think, I don't think I can do an Arangetram. Pregladan is not here. But you'd never believe it. My children, together with all the parents of the school, said, this one word I would never forget. And the parents said, we need you as well. And it struck a chord in me when the parents came to me and they had a meeting one day and said, we want to talk to you. I never even wanted to go back to dancing. I just felt I didn't have a place anymore because I relied heavily on Preglad. And I'll be honest, all the tilanas that I've composed, every tilana that I've composed was composed, the jatis were composed by Preglad and not myself. And I thought how am I going to do this? I can't do it. The parents said, we need you, with just the 3 words, we need you. And then I began the classes with their help slowly. Very slowly, I got back. They made me who I am after Pregladan passed away.
Can you share your thoughts about the discipline of learning Bharatanatyam?
So, first of all, is to respect your guru. When you come into the class, you always, put your hands together to greet your guru and sit on the floor, because we never stood up to our guru. The moment I walk in, everybody is quiet, and I want that discipline. And I say to them, dancing is so beautiful that there are million children all over the world. But you, 20 children that are in my class, have been specially selected by Saraswati. Saraswati has given you the special blessings. So you need to respect that blessing that she has given you. If you do not, Saraswati is so powerful, she can take that away from you. It has happened. I have seen it happen.
We have just watched a unique video of yours, which you made during the lockdown period.
So I chatted to Smita Naraj. I said, Smita, I think we need to put this together. And she said, Yogambal, it's a brilliant idea because I don't know whether all the girls will dance. I said, of course, we're all very old now. We're over the age of 60. But I think it will be a good challenge. Let's do it. And I said, Smita, would you do it? And she said, okay. And I got hold of Surya. And Surya said, yes. And I spoke to Kantarubi. Kantarubi said yes. And everybody said yes. And Jasperi Mopan from Johannesburg said, yes, I'll do it. So we said, okay. So that is how we put this together. And of course, it was a lot of fun.
I want to conclude on a light-hearted note. I must compliment you. You wear the most gorgeous Kanjivaram saris.
Thank you.
Beautiful, absolutely elegant. Can you tell us which are your 3 favorites and why are they your favorites?
First of all, I'd like to tell you about this one. I wore this specifically because when my grandson was born, I decided to treat myself to his first birthday party. And I said, okay, I'm going to wear a Kanjivaram on the first birthday. So this I wore at his first birthday. Okay, this is the first Kanjivaram that Pregladan bought for me. So it's something like 40 or more years old. And we weren't even married at the time. And I really treasure this one. Well, this is a great day in my life when my daughter got married. When I bought it in India, I sent a picture of it to Pregladan. And Pregladan said, my vesti needs to be in the same color. So I had to keep it in cream. I couldn't have it in any other color. So I kept it in the cream, and the borders of both of us was exactly the same borders that matched the sari. So it was very special for us that I wore that for the Shri's wedding. Well, this is the sari that I wore to Arasi's wedding. And all the saris that I wore to my children's wedding and special days in my grandson or grandchildren's lives is what I treasure the most.
Yogambal, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. You have so many beautiful memories to share and so much of valuable advice. I really appreciate your time and thank you so much. God bless you with all the work that you are currently doing, and may your school and your students continue to progress to the highest levels. Dear viewers, thank you so much for joining us today. So today I offer my reverence and gratitude to all the South African music gurus, dance gurus. We salute you today.